Good afternoon. I'm County Executive Ken Jenkins, and today is October 6th, Monday, October 6th, and this is our weekly briefing. This week, we'll have our municipal guest, which is Pleasantville Mayor Peter Shearer, and then we'll have our economic director of economic development, Bridget Gibbons, and the president and chief visionary officer of the STEM Alliance, Meg Quafer, to be here. And then we'll talk about everything that's happening in the nationally accredited and award-winning park system with Deputy County Executive Richard Wisney. And we hope that you're going to have a wonderful time this afternoon listening to so many of the things that we have going on in Westchester. But first, we're going to start with our Pleasantville Mayor Peter Shearer, and he's going to start. Obviously, there was a big thing this weekend with the bear sighting that was in Pleasantville, and we were promising we were going to have a bunch of jokes about that, but again, it was this very serious matter at the end of the day with having a black bear be around in people's backyards. It had really good pictures, a good photogenic bear as well, but at the end of the day, he'll let us know everything else that happened with that, and it was a good story. So again, I don't want to get to the ending about that, but there's so many good things that are happening in Pleasantville. Certainly during this time of year, one of the great things that for Westchester County and a chance to go around all of Westchester is you see how many events that we had going on this weekend that were tremendous, they were free, and there were great opportunities for communities to come together. And whether that was on the Mamaroneck side with the Public Works Trucks Day and some fun things that were happening over there, and then we went to Dobbs Ferry for Fiesta, and certainly getting around to Pleasantville and doing some things there. We have all of our teams out there in the high school football teams and some college teams and doing that work. We won't talk anything about the professional sports team. That would get us all depressed. With that, let me turn over to a really good friend, Mayor Peter Shearer from the village of Pleasantville. Mayor.
Thank you, sir. Those of us who are Mets fans have been depressed for a while, and we kind of come out of it. So I can tell you there is light at the end of the tunnel. So thank you, County Executive, and thank you, the county, as always, for inviting us. I'm Peter Shearer, as reported, the mayor of Pleasantville. We have lots of reasons to get headlines, but this weekend's reason, as Ken already reported, was an errant bear crossed his way out of the woods over the sawmill into our public works yard, across a playing field into a dense residential neighborhood, clearly a place with no good homes for a bear. Thanks to the Pleasantville Police Department, the county police, the county special services folks, and a private trapper. After some hours of waiting for the bear to come down out of a tree, he was safely tranquilized, captured, and is being relocated to a safe home away from Pleasantville, New York, upstate. So I just want to report it was safely and humanely completed, and there is no longer any reason not to come to Pleasantville based on concern about bears. So as Ken already indicated, we have a lot going on in our less than 2 square miles of community, about 7,500 people. One remarkable thing about Pleasantville is that it is a relatively tight community with a well-defined downtown, a Metro North train station, and a very significant percentage of our housing units within walking distance of the downtown, of the schools, of library, and of the train station. So that has driven many, many years of successful local neighborhoods with folks glad to live there and glad to get engaged in civic activities. We have all kinds of recreation activities, a private Pleasantville 9-hole golf course. This year we cut the ribbon on a brand new Pleasantville pool, replacing our 50-year-old pool with a new and pretty exciting pool, a great success for the next 50 years to come. We are also the home of the Pleasantville Farmers Market, voted 12 years in a row Best of Westchester. Really a remarkable market. Not just opportunities for produce and meats and fish and other kinds of foods, but also a great gathering spot. We have music in the summer, kids' activities, and we invite everybody to come to Pleasantville Memorial Plaza on Saturday and see why we have been voted Best of Westchester 12 years in a row. We have a vibrant downtown, as has been the case for many of our communities. less bricks and mortar retail, but more services, more restaurants. I think Pleasantville is fairly described as a foodie destination just at the moment. We have an independent bookstore. We have a bunch of small retail shops, and we are very proud of those. We recently were the home of the newest branch of Wonder, which is a new food concept that's been rolled out across the Northeast and I guess beyond, where there are 16 or so celebrity chefs who have cut an arrangement with Wonder, and you can make an order online or through an app and pick up food from any of 16 celebrity chefs in a very short period of time on a takeout basis. So that's been an exciting change. We have a bunch of new stores in the offing, as well as a new restaurant soon to come. Lucy's Lounge, long-standing music venue, is soon to morph into the Pleasantville Tavern. So just as something changes, something new comes around, and we're glad to have it. But perhaps most of all, we're extremely proud of our arts community. This season, this fall, Arc Stages, our not-for-profit theater, is opening its brand new 150-seat proscenium theater. ARC has been operating for about 10 years in a location with a 75-seat theater, but through a number of state grants, including the support from Senator Andrew Stewart Cousins, ARC was able to fulfill this long-standing dream, and 150-seat theater will be the venue for the first big show, Noises Off, which is a crazy British farce taking place in November. So get yourself to arcstages.org and sign up for that and all that comes to follow. Obviously, the Jacob Burns Film Center is a signature arts place for us. All kinds of exciting things going on. I was talking to Meg, who you'll hear from shortly. Tonight, this Monday night, they're showing a film called Counted Out, which is an important film describing the impact of kids failing to be successful in math at an early age. Have I described that acceptably? So get yourself to the Burns tonight if that's a matter of interest, but get yourself to Burns later on. There's going to be a whole Wicked weekend when the second half of Wicked comes out, and that connects to a whole lot of stuff that our Chamber of Commerce coordinates, both kids' activities as well as activities in stores and restaurants. So the Burns, as I hope you already know, is about to celebrate its 25th anniversary next year. It hardly seems possible that it's been that long, but talk about an anchor for our community and an anchor for not only entertainment, but also thoughtful opportunities for people to gather and see films that are not widely available in other settings. So burnsfilmcenter.org ought to be your home screen right after you take a look at Arc Stages. So lastly, I can report that we had a successful year for the 19th annual Pleasantville Music Festival, which took place in July. 19 years we've been doing this. I have 1,000 times said this is way too big for us to do and way too good not to do it. So a shout out to everybody who helped, and particularly a shout out to Northwell Health, the operators of the two hospitals closest to us, Phelps and Northern Westchester. They were our presenting sponsor. It's an uphill battle to keep running live music at a high level, but we're trying. So thank you all, and come visit Pleasantville. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Mayor.
No bears, we're done.
Well, first, Mayor, thank you so much for making sure to give us the great report. Again, there's so many things that happen around Westchester, but in this opportunity with our municipal partner this week, Pleasantville Mayor Peter Shearer, talking about all the things that are happening in Pleasantville, and just a smattering of them. There's just so many. I'm looking forward to see Noises Off, and if you really catch up with Arc Stages, I know that you'll have an opportunity again to have the leadership of the mayor in his roles, and as he continues to lead the gala and the whatever play that they do, and it is fantastic that the work that they do.
Possibly a cameo from the county executive.
And possibly a cameo, but not a singing one, like with Margaret Kunzio. Legislator Margaret Kunzio participates, and she is fantastic. I think she had her Thornwood Fire Department things on this year and sings wonderfully. But the Pleasantville Music Festival and certainly one of the great farmers markets. I can't pick one, Mayor, you'll certainly understand. But the people of the Westchester Magazine have done that for 12 years in a row with the Pleasantville Farmers Market that happens, and we have just great support for Jacob Burns Film Center, and the work that they do right down the block, working with so many great things happening. So we look forward to seeing that, again, get a great opportunity. It is a foodie place too, right? You know, you have so many great restaurants in a formulated downtown, right next to John Noner Square, right? That's our county attorney, as you know, but he was the mayor of Pleasantville, a predecessor of Mayor Peter Shearer. I'm like, hey, that's so cool that you have like a John Noner Square, and it is fantastic, and to be able to do that. So thanks again, Mayor, for letting us know. And he reminded us all that Westchester is not upstate, so the bear is upstate somewhere, and that means it's not in Westchester. But again, and we're glad there was no one hurt at all. The bear was not hurt at all. Seriously, waiting for the bear to come down from the tree. And there's all kinds of things that are just going through my head, especially since people are like, wait, where did the bear come from? You know, like that kind of thing. Again, congratulations to all the first responders that took care of that and making sure that everyone was safe and secure at the end of the day. Again, Pleasantville is always Pleasantville to see. All right, so thanks. Up next, we'll have our Director of Economic Development, Bridget Gibbons, and the President and Chief Visionary Officer of the STEM Alliance, Meg Quafer, to come up. Westchester County is proud to join communities across the nation in celebrating National Digital Inclusion Week, recognizing the importance of ensuring that every resident has access to affordable internet, digital devices, and the skills to use them. So today, as we celebrate the success of Connect Westchester, a county-wide initiative dedicated to bridging the digital divide and expanding opportunity for all, we'll have joining for this afternoon two of our leaders in this space. Bridget Gibbons, the Director of Economic Development for the county. So Bridget will come over, and so will Meg Quafer. So both of them will be up here to talk to the President and Chief Visionary Officer for the STEM Alliance, whose organization has been at the forefront of the digital equity programming and training. So let me pull this out.
Thank you. Thank you, County Executive. Thanks for the boost. I always appreciate it. So digital inclusion isn't just a social initiative. It's very, very important, but it's also a core economic development strategy that makes Westchester County more competitive, inclusive, and future ready. Digital inclusion is economic development. It builds a job-ready workforce, ensuring residents have the digital skills, devices, connectivity to qualify for today's jobs and jobs of the future. It helps the county attract and retain businesses. Businesses want to locate where the workforce is digitally capable. And it helps us increase economic mobility by expanding opportunities for people to access remote work, online learning, and to start a business if they'd like. It fuels innovation by supporting local startups, and it aligns with Westchester's focus on advanced industries such as life sciences, advanced manufacturing, AI, and quantum computing. And it ensures inclusive, resilient growth and prevents communities from being left behind and prevents people from being left behind. The bottom line is the work we are doing with the STEM Alliance and also the Westchester County Association isn't just closing the digital divide. It's building a stronger workforce, attracting businesses, and driving Westchester's future growth. So thank you, County Executive, for your support and leadership on this initiative. Very much appreciated. Over to you, Meg.
Thanks so much. Hi, good afternoon. It's such a pleasure to be here. I am Meg Quafer, President and Chief Visionary Officer of the STEM Alliance. Thank you, County Executive Jenkins, and also, of course, to Bridget Gibbons for their leadership. Today, we're celebrating not just National Digital Inclusion Week, but more specifically, we're celebrating the county's third year leading Connect Westchester, an effort to bridge the digital divide. This year's National Digital Inclusion theme is Community-Driven Digital Futures. This theme reminds us that real progress begins within our communities. That's exactly why Connect Westchester is built as a community-based initiative, reaching nearly 80% of all municipalities across the county through hyper-local nonprofit partnerships. To date, Connect Westchester has brought devices, skills, and internet access to over 1,300 residents here in the county. By working side by side with trusted community organizations and using a digital navigator model, Connect Westchester ensures that trained digital navigators build personal relationships with residents, meeting them where they are and helping them gain what they need most: computers, skills, and affordable internet. This locally rooted approach builds trust, fosters participation, and ensures that every resident has the opportunity to connect and thrive in today's digital world. Today, we also want to congratulate Westchester County on being recognized nationally as a digital inclusion trailblazer, a distinction that honors the county's financial commitments and leadership in building systems that ensure that all residents are connected. At the STEM Alliance, we see these results every day. Just last week, a mother of 6 contacted us looking for devices as she and her oldest son go back to get a diploma together. Another client, Teresa, a self-employed entrepreneur, shared that her new laptop is helping her now work from home instead of the library. She can Zoom with her own personal clients, and she's even working with her son to build his job skills. That's what digital inclusion looks like in action. It's practical, it's personal, and it's transformative. By investing in digital inclusion, Westchester County is investing in its workforce, its economy, and its future. Together, the Westchester County Association and our nonprofit partners, along with the STEM Alliance, are proud to be a part of the county's commitment, and we know that together, when all are connected, all thrive.
Meg, thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thanks, Meg. So that was Chief Visionary Officer and of the STEM Alliance and President Meg Quafer, with our Director of Economic Development, Bridget Gibbons, with the partnership with the Westchester County Association, the County Association with Mike Ramita, who's been advancing and working together on connecting Westchester. But we don't do this alone. We always do this with our partners on the County Board of Legislators. Legislator Judah Holstein is with us this afternoon, and ask him to come up and say a few words on this National Digital Inclusion Week.
Thank you, Mr. County Executive. I'm Judah Holstein, County Legislator, District 10. I'm just so glad to be here to support Connect Westchester. You guys do a great job in STEM Alliance. You guys do a great job in bridging the gap, including the people who need digital support. The stories you told are compelling, and I know those are just a small sample of the people that you've helped throughout Westchester for the last number of years and the programs you have. And the technology is moving so quick, and those who don't have access to it are going to be left behind if we don't support them. So thank you for what you do, and I'm glad to support you. Thank you. Thank you.
And again, the efforts that continue to make sure that we work together in this National Digital Inclusion Week to show how collaboration and community partnerships are transforming Westchester into a more connected, inclusive, and future-ready county. Up next, we're really having our second of our budget public input sessions. Meg Quafer, at a recent event at the Westchester Women's Agenda, made sure to point out that this doesn't happen everywhere, right? As a matter of fact, it doesn't happen anywhere else at all around the state or even around the country. So we are so proud of the leadership that we have between both the County Executive's Office and before we're having the budget sessions come out. So the public input sessions that we have, and then after the Board of Legislators has the submission, which they'll get the handoff here in the media room. We'll hand those books off over to the Chairman Vidat Gashi, and the Chairwoman of the Budget and Appropriations Committee, Jewel Williams-Johnson, for them to take down and then to do the due diligence that's necessary for the operating budget and the capital budget. But the next session we have is tomorrow, October 7th, from 4 to 6 p.m. That's going to be up in the Mount Kisco Public Library, which is on 100 East Main Street, and that is an opportunity before we submit the Westchester County 2026 operating budget to the Board of Legislators. Come and share your priorities for county programs and services. And you certainly can submit written comments to communications@westchestercountiny.gov. Let me say that one more time. For communications with an S at westchestercountiny.gov. So again, we look forward to hearing that information from all of you. You'll get the chance to speak for 3 minutes, and if you would take longer than that, make sure you have your comments documented, and we'll be happy to have them evaluated by our team moving forward. With that, let me turn over to our Deputy County Executive, Richard Wishney, who's going to let us know everything that's going on in parks at this exciting time of the year, which is way too hot.
Yes, the weather certainly has been a wonderful surprise for all of us as we're out enjoying very special times, and particularly at our nationally accredited and award-winning park system. Yesterday I passed by a couple of our locations, and I've never seen so many people out enjoying the wonderful weather and activities. Starting on Friday, October 10th, from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m., you're going to want to be at Playland Amusement Park. And we have a program beginning called Scared by the Sound. The Westchester's ultimate haunted destination holds terrifying thrills, haunted walkthroughs, and spooky surprises Fridays through Sundays in October, with its final 3 days being Thursday, October 30th through Saturday, November 1st. Tickets can be purchased for varying time slots. They run from $29 to $40 per person. Parking is $10 per car. And we suggest that you call 914-813-7010 to arrange for your time to be there. And then on Saturday, October 11th, as well as the 12th and 13th, we're going to have a pumpkin picking weekend at the Alfred Del Bello Muscoot Farm. It's from 10:30 in the morning till 3:30 p.m. You can join us for the annual pumpkin picking fundraiser. Free entrance includes live music, demos, kids' activities, and games. Pumpkins, hay rides, apple cider, and donuts will be available for purchase to benefit the Friends of Muscoot Farm. So we look forward to that occurring on October 11th, 12th, and 13th. And Saturday, October 11th as well, from 12 p.m. to 3:30 p.m., trick-or-treating at Hilltop Hanover Farm and Environmental Center. That's in Yorktown Heights. You can visit the animals, explore the historic sites of the farm as you trick-or-treat at each of the barn doors. Treats will be available while supplies last. Try to get there before the county executive does, so there'll be plenty left for you. And of course, costumes are encouraged. And then on Sunday, October 12th, from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m., the Fall Garden Tour will take place at the newly named Lasden Public Gardens and Veteran Memorial in Katona. Join Lasden's head gardener for a walk in our gardens to see what's in bloom. Check out the fall colors and an interesting fruit and seed pods from our summer flowers. You can meet at the Memorial Garden. We look forward to seeing everyone out again for hopefully additional good weather. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Mr. Deputy County Executive. It is the fall, so we're expecting a little bit of fall weather. With the weather being as warm as it is, we want to say, because there is a burn ban right now in parks because of the really dry weather. We're really 2 inches under the water that we should be having at this particular moment in time, so we'll make sure to do that. That's on the parks website as well. And again, it's certainly great things that are happening around Westchester County in the park system. Make sure you download that app, whether you have your Android or your Google Play Store or your iOS App Store, to download the official Westchester County Parks app to see all of those information and much more that the Deputy County Executive presented to all of us, and go through that. We had a great media briefing this week, starting out with our Pleasantville Mayor Peter Shearer, who talked about all the great things that are happening in Pleasantville. Talked with Bridget Gibbons, our Director of Economic Development, and a President and Chief Visionary Officer of the STEM Alliance, Meg Quafer, and again with a shout out, and again with legislator Judah Holstein that was with us as well to talk about National Digital Inclusion Week, and certainly it's a partnership that includes, for Connect Westchester, that includes Mike Ramita, who's the president and CEO of the Westchester County Association, to tie all those things together and making sure that we're more connected in Westchester, inclusive and future ready. And it's a great intergenerational program as well, because we don't all have grandchildren to be able to figure out our devices, and STEM Alliance is fantastic at doing that. Reminding everybody about the public input session that's happening tomorrow, October 7th, with our partners, again, with Connect Westchester and the work that STEM Alliance does, including a good friend, Steve Otis, Assembly Member Steve Otis, who is very, very active in that space, but certainly Education Chair on the Senate side, Shelley Mayer, who both represent the area where STEM Alliance is based in Mamaroneck. So again, I'm County Executive Ken Jenkins. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. If something else comes up, we'll be back to you shortly. Otherwise, we'll see you around Westchester County, and enjoy this wonderful weather.